Du Bois County residents got a chance to hear from their local legislators. More on that. Plus, Denny Spinner is tonight's guest for Monday with the Mayor, and Huntingburg Chamber Director Nick Stevens is tonight's guest for Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. Our top story tonight is one that spans multiple states. A pair of Delaware children that were the subject of a Friday Amber Alert were found in Warwick County over the weekend. Now, this story began Friday evening when Delaware State Police issued the Amber Alert for 4-year-old Colette Hamilton and her brother, 4-month-old Cortez Hamilton Jr., both of Smyrna, Delaware. State police say the children and their mother, 35-year-old Keisha Hamilton, had been missing since 10 o'clock Friday night. State police say Delaware authorities contacted them at around 7 o'clock Saturday evening. State police learned at that time the children were with their father, 32-year-old Cortez Hamilton Sr., and were possibly on their way to St. Louis via Interstate 64 in a red 2005 Chevrolet SUV. State troopers, Warwick County Sheriff's deputies, and city police officers then went to the area along the highway in an attempt to find Hamilton's vehicle. Then just after 7:30, troopers Andrew Watson and Ross Johnson saw the red SUV pass them going westbound while they were stationed at the 38-mile marker near Linville. After catching up with the vehicle, troopers noted that the vehicle had a Delaware license plate. Troopers pulled the vehicle over at the 36-mile marker. Hamilton Sr. was then ordered to get out of the vehicle. He was taken into custody without incident and was then taken to the Evansville State Police Post. He was later lodged in the Warwick County Jail and faces 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child and 1 count of second-degree assault with serious bodily injury. Now, state police say they are continuing to work with Delaware authorities to investigate this case. Both Colette Hamilton and Cortez Hamilton Jr. were found safe inside of the vehicle. Keisha Hamilton still has not been found. Area residents got their first chance to learn more about the hot topics of this year's Indiana General Assembly. Saturday morning, the Jasper Chamber of Commerce and the Vincennes University Jasper campus hosted the first of 2 legislative breakfasts at the Center for Technology, Innovation, and Manufacturing. 4 area lawmakers were on hand Saturday morning. These were State Representatives Mike Brown and Lloyd Arnold, along with State Senators Mark Messmer and Aaron Houchin. Now, 2 main topics came up throughout Saturday morning's event. These were roads and education. The biggest issue with roads had to do with a potential route change for the Mid-States Corridor project that would connect Du Bois County to Interstate 69. The proposed route change would use the existing stretch of US 231 from Interstate 64 all the way north to Bloomfield. The road would then connect with I-69 just outside of Bloomfield. Braun says the route change has gained traction among lawmakers in recent months. He says it could make the Mid-States Corridor a more feasible project financially.
The original idea of taking it west was that it might get done more quickly. We've thoroughly vetted it among all the folks interested, even in the surrounding counties, and I think it's pretty clear that the route that's going to have the biggest bang for its buck in terms of additional development, including Crane and the businesses that might locate close to the south side of Crane if there was a good road there.
The second major issue, as mentioned, has been funding for K-12 education, specifically the gap in funding for urban and rural school districts. Messmer says, though the situation has improved in recent years, there is more work to do.
In the past few years, we've done a decent job of getting more uniformity on the baseline budgeting per student, but there's still a pretty large disparity from rural districts to urban districts. So there'll be a large focus, not only getting more money across the board to everybody, but getting that parity process accelerated to where a student, no matter where you go to school, gets the same base budgeting per kid.
The 4 also discussed other issues such as hunting restrictions and the implementation of broadband internet across southwestern Indiana. The next legislative breakfast will be coming up in mid-March. Finally this evening, some students at Du Bois Middle School are taking the lead on the next generation of unique inventions. This morning, a group of 6th grade students showed off their handiwork at the Center for Technology, Innovation, and Manufacturing at VUJC. Projects presented include a cooler wave, a home security system using colored lights, and a new house for pets. Morgan Sheppers and her partner Peyton Bowles created the cooler wave. Sheppers says the idea is to make it easier to eat your food after you get it out of the microwave.
We kind of just took out this, which is the radiator, and the light bulb, which was to make it warm up, and we just put in some fans that you would use at Holiday World, and they spray out water, so we didn't put it in water, we just turn them on and then it works.
Meanwhile, Logan Lampert and Blake Schwering teamed up to work on the item box. This box is designed to hold up to 30 pounds worth of things that an older person might need while on the move. Lampert says a lot of work went into coming up with that idea.
People who have walkers should be able to carry all their items wherever they go without having to worry about dropping them. And then we did research on how many disabled people are in the world. It was 5% of people 5 to 17, 10% of people 18 to 64, and 38% of people older than 64.
Each of the exhibits presented was given a price tag. Some items were priced at around $20. Now, these projects are among 33 in all to come out of this new Invention program. Each project is put together by a team of 2 students, and a total of 66 6th grade students took part in the projects. As mentioned, the program is new this year. It was started by language arts teacher Christine Dorsum, along with science and social studies teacher Andy Chin and math teacher Tina Terwisky. Terwisky says the students have taken a lot of pride in their work.
It's turned out way better than we could have ever, thought it would have. We've kind of done small things in the past, and nothing had come out, quite like this one did. They definitely worked very well as a team. You could see on the manufacturing day that, they came in prepared. They brought their materials. They knew from start to finish with their procedures. They had written out. So that manufacturing day was very eye-opening for us to see, how serious they were taking it.
Some of the remaining projects include a remote control car designed for dogs and a tech pack designed for back support for those people that still carry backpacks around. All right, coming up after the break, Denny Spinner joins me for Monday with the Mayor, plus your local forecast, sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform with Nick Stevens. That's all up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.